a tester for mascara. You just go in and add highlights like you would if you were doing normal hair. Let it sit for 24 hours and then put it in a vat. Put it in your bathtub if you're not too scared of getting turkey dye anywhere. And you can either use, I use Dove dish detergent to wash my wigs, and the same stuff they use to help animals out. And it's really gentle. Or you can use mane and tail shampoo. It's great. And then just let it sit and it'll air out, and you'll have a perfectly highlighted wig. Takes about a week to do. If you want instant gratification and a little bit of a headache, you can do what I really do is I always buy a couple of extra wefts in the color that I want, so I don't have to worry about dyeing because I get some everywhere. And I will take the long weft and cut it into small little pieces. Get your hair glue, dive in, start adding. It's going to take about 4 hours of non-stop work, but it looks amazing when you look at a black wig like this. You don't notice the violet when you come up to it. It's a good way to take a black wig or a super dark wig and add like the anime highlights you see when their hair shines in the light. Bangs. You don't put bangs in a wig, but you want like big claw bangs. Invest in a steamer, like a $20 fabric steamer. Walmart, it's your friend. That can help you set any style in a wig in about 5 minutes. You can't use hot tools unless you get a heat-resistant wig, and they're overpriced. You never really need to invest in a heat-resistant wig because you don't need it. Heat-resistant wigs are for people who just want to go ahead and use a hair iron or a flat iron. If you get a run-of-the-mill long wig on eBay, say $30, and you want to style the bangs in a certain way, you can get Velcro rollers from Sally's Beauty Supply or Walmart. Stick them in the bangs. Take your steamer and just steam it for about 5 minutes. Let it sit. You get perfect bangs. If you want that style to stick like nobody's business, $3 at Target. Got to be glued hair freeze. It's meant for normal hair, but once this hits a wig, that thing's not coming down. It's just like shellac. And I have used shellac on home. I'm not too proud to say this. And then you have those perfect bangs that won't move. When you are doing large bangs, separate the bangs into an upper layer and a bottom layer, and cut the bottom layer about ½ an inch shorter than the upper layer. Because you want those to curl in really tight, and you want the other ones to curl out, so you have more of a volume where the upper curl can rest on the lower curl, so they won't flatten out if you have to transport it. If you want to do like a large wig, does anybody know what 5-Star Stories is? I did Amaterasu for SugoiCon last year in Anime Boston. Literally, this wig ended up being a helmet on my head, because if you want to do like a large, okay, you guys know Queen Amidala from Star Wars. One of those large wigs. To do things like that, it's basically just getting a long wig, a simple long wig, and getting blocks of foam from a craft store or a home improvement store, and just shaving and carving out the shape you want the hair to be in. Take it, I add an extra stuff. You don't have to do this. I take like a Bondo or an acrylic paint base and paint it over the foam, so it's doesn't have all the pores in it, so it's one solid thing, so it's not like all craggy. In the color of the hair. I then wrap the foam in extra wefts of the hair color. Once you have that piece, then you can add it to your wig by wrapping the hair from the wig around the foam. And then, good intentions, yes. For that, you're gonna have to go to the big boys and go to the hardware store and get clear acrylic spray. This stuff is noxious. You need a respirator. You need to open a window, do it outside. I unfortunately did not, and I probably lost a few brain cells. This stuff is used to harden flowers permanently. It'll basically just turn your wig into a big helmet. But it'll stay like that forever. I made a couple of wigs about 4 years ago that are still there. They're not moving. They can be destroyed if they're manhandled. Anything can. Just realize when you use a lot of these products, you have to take precautions like a respirator, other things like that. Any questions about wigs? Yes, go ahead.
I'm having trouble with spikes.
Okay,
just
spikes. Oh, well, I hate spikes, but you can cheat. Go to the Home Depot is your friend. Home Depot is the best resource ever for a cosplayer. I have a Home Depot shopper card. It's amazing. Half my stuff comes from Home Depot. Go to Home Depot and get clear caulk for like the stuff you put in the tiles. Get clear caulk. Dump it out into a container. Take a fine-tooth comb. Dip it in there. Run it through the spike. Make the spike. Hold it there. With like a dryer, like a dryer and low heat, it's stuck there for life. You're done. Get some of the hair freeze. Set it. Just make sure it doesn't move. You're golden. If anybody ever tried doing barrel curls, or like the big sausage curls like that, these used to be the bane of my life until I realized it's really easy to do this if you know to get the right product. Go to Home Depot, get clear caulking from the plumbing supplies, dump it out into a bowl, like take a fine tooth comb and comb it through the hair you want to curl, and then find like a paper tube of some sort, wrap it around the tube, wrap it in saran wrap, sit 24 hours, that thing's not coming out. It'll be bouncy too. You're done. Done. I've given myself so many headaches on how to curl things, you don't understand. Hate them. Any more wig questions? Go ahead.
Yes, where's it a good place, like online or wherever, to buy, your basic wigs?
I special order my wigs from Berlin. I'm from Germany. It's easier for me to do. I know the owners. You always can go to cosplay.com. They have their wig store. Shipping is dicey, but the wigs are a good product. You get what you paid for, and you're going to pay quite a bit. eBay is dicey because shipping is like, we'll send it to you between 7 and 24 days. 3 months later, you might get your wig. There's a place called Arta Wigs. Arta Wigs is my favorite store in the entire world. They have, their wigs are not shiny like a lot of wigs you see. They're more of like a matte. But they also have varied color wigs. Their colors already have highlights in them. You can get mini lengths, some amazing already done bangs. They're great. And they're always adding, and it's the girl that owns it is a cosplayer. And it's cosplay wigs from cosplayers. If you need help picking a wig, they can help you. Go ahead.
Also, the wig caps on hers are larger.
Yeah, the wigs and wig caps for hers are larger. They're meant for Western heads. I got a big old head. But also, a cheaty tip, when you're doing a cosplay and you have like a weird hair color that you're going to put on, you need to order the wig cap in that hair color. Because I've had every hair color in the world on my natural hair. And if you're not careful, you'll have hair popping out of here. But just, you can always get them pretty cheap from like Sally's or Cosplay.com. That used to be Cosworks. You want to add a special effect to a wig. We'll try this. I am happy with lighting. I put fiber optics and EL wire and special effects in my wigs about every 20 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. It's about you. I'm watching you. Okay. They were my Ren and Len last night because we were in Vocaloids, the little kids. And they had fiber optics on. Okay. You can do a couple fiber optic different ways. You can do side glow or end glow.
We're not there yet.
Side glow, the whole thing glows, but you need a larger battery pack that takes more energy. End glow, just the ends do it. This wig is full lit up. I don't have the battery pack in because it's like, I have a 12 volt battery pack that goes inside of this and reacts to sound. So that when the music for my skit goes off, my hair changes colors to go with the skit. You think it's daunting, but it's honestly not that hard when you learn how to do it properly. You'd be like, okay, I want to do Cheryl Gnome from Diamond Crevice, but I want to add lights because I want to sing to it. Okay, you're gonna be like, okay, how much light do you need? Okay, I want the whole thing. I want to be down here. Let's just say I'll add 12 LEDs. When you do fiber optics, you have to have a battery pack hooked up to LED lights and the color that you want your fiber optics to go off in. And then from each of those lights, you need to take your fiber optic strands, bound them together, and melt them at the end so they're one cohesive strand, and then just electric tape them on. Not that hard. And if you want to do a sound device to it, you can easily go online. I got most of my stuff at Radio Shack.